All right, Black Goose TV family. I'm gonna start this joint off with a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just imagine a disclaimer going across, you know what I'm saying, the whole entire screen saying Fluence is very biased when it comes to Keith Thurman. So his Keith Thurman take might be a little bit too aggressive. So y'all don't take none of this shit personal. And it just keeps going across the screen, right? I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I'm a Keith Thurman fan to the core. I'm a Keith Thurman fan to the motherfucking core. So I'm a ride for my dog. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we got a reaction video in this motherfucker. So hopefully y'all enjoy this goddamn thing. I had to see what Keith Thurman had to say about Errol Spence beating Ugas. Obviously, we had a reaction from Terrence Crawford. I did not react to that, but we might have to go ahead and react to that tomato, man. Yana, you know what I'm saying? But today we're going to be talking about Keith Thurman and reacting to Keith Thurman's thoughts on the Errol Spence fight, because we all know when it comes to Errol Spence's next options, it boils down to two names. Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman. If he fights anybody else at 147, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, bro, just move up. Just move to 154. So we all know that Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford is the names that we expect him to fight next. We're not saying he's going to fight both, but at least one of them before he decides to move up to 154. Now, we also know that Errol Spence has been very dismissive of Keith Thurman. Now, me personally, I don't blame him for that. As much as I want to be biased for Keith Thurman, as much as I love Keith Thurman, as much as I can say as much as I want, Errol Spence is basically treating Keith Thurman the same way Keith Thurman treated Errol on his way up when Errol wanted that big fight, or whenever he was like, in order for you to prove that you're the best, at some point you're going to have to fight me. Keith Thurman was very dismissive of Errol Spence. Now, I'm going to be 100. Rightfully so, right? Keith Thurman was on a whole nother level than Errol Spence as far as legacy, what he's done for the sport, how he was known. So it's almost like it's almost like Errol Spence looking at Ennis and saying, yeah, Ennis, yeah, let's fight. That don't make no goddamn sense when it comes to the sport of boxing. You have things that you need to accomplish for me to notice you and be like, you deserve this motherfucking fight. You know what I'm saying? People may disagree with it. People may be like, oh, I just think he has such an amazing skill set. He deserves a fight sooner. But we're not talking about the UFC people where someone has so much promotional push behind them. They can be ranked number 15 in Khamzat Chimaev, face number 2, win that fight, and now all of a sudden he's in the picture, right? It happens sometimes in boxing, but it's rare. So at the end of the day, there's a system you have to go through. You know what I'm saying? There's an ordinance you have to go through step by step. So I'm not mad at Errol Spence dismissing any chance of a Keith Thurman fight, because that's what he's done. But in reality, if you understand the business, you understand what's going on, you know Errol Spence only has 2 options left at this motherfucking welterweight class, and that's Keith Thurman or Terrence Crawford, or both. And if you guys disagree with me on that, please tell me why and tell me exactly what I'm wrong about. But with that being said, this ain't about what I gotta say. This ain't about what I think. This ain't about my opinion. It's about Keith Thurman's response to Errol Spence stopping Ugas in 10. Let's see what happens, baby.
But we trying to get out to the fight. They can't get off the ground, boy. They can't get off the ground. I'm trying to be there. Rough day. I hope somebody have a night. I'm having a rough day. I hope one of these boys have an easy night.
It's fight night. It's a Cuba. Living the dream. Cuba. Come on, Ugas. You got a whole country behind you, boy. Living the dream right now. Shoot, you snuck in on that Pax fight. You better make something happen tonight. We expecting big things. Okay. We watching. He's been doing it. He's been doing it for a long time. Being the truth. Do it one more time, man.
Facts.
Make that history. You know I still want next. About that life.
That's why I love Keith so much. I was like, I never understood the hate for him. Well, I understand the hate that he gets is because he went through a very injury ridiculed portion of his career, where a lot of you boxing heads were new to this motherfucker, and you guys were Errol Spence fans, and you never knew who the fuck Keith Thurman was, and that he's a fucking Hall of Famer, and actually he has more reasoning to be in the Hall of Fame than Errol. He's actually a bigger name, not in the sense of marketing, not in the sense of who you guys know, but we're talking about what he's accomplished. Keith has been there, done that, done more than Errol Spence. You guys could disagree with me. You want, drop it in the comments. Let's argue about it. But I understand the hate he gets because people want to, you boxing fans are fickle as fuck. And it tells me that a lot of you guys have never had an injury. You never trained hard. You never put your body in a position or put your body through something where you feel like the body can't continue to go, but your mind is telling it to continue to. Like people like myself or people who understand how how strenuous that is, especially on a day-to-day basis. Injuries happen. Your body gets older. That's what's part of the game. So you can never, you know what I'm saying, knock somebody for that. But a lot of you have never done that. Obviously, you can't understand it. So you're going to be like, you've been injured for 3 years. Why don't you just come back and fight? Nigga, you eat potato chips every day, drink milkshakes every day. Your tummy is at the point where your knees is trying to figure out if your fucking stomach is part of your legs, nigga. Like, shut the fuck up. Respectfully.
Life. But we're gonna watch this show. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully these boys go toe for toe, blow for blow, and we have an exciting night tonight, right here, right now. Action. Let's get it cracking.
Like how that nigga tried to rhyme that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the sound, but let's go ahead and see what he has. Is, you know, he's following it. He's tweeting out round 1, feel. Round 2, touch. Round 3, swing. I want more. Let's go. Let's motherfucking go. I like the way he actually, you know, broke that down in a very simplistic way. The dog is a weight. They might not have dogs in Cuba. Y'all know who he's talking about. He's talking about Earl. So give that man Keith his respect. He's not being biased or nothing. You know who he's talking about. The dog is awake. They might not have no dogs in Cuba. That right there. That's a motherfucking bar, nigga. Let's go ahead and turn this up.
For Spence, both of them. How do you see that fight playing out? And do you almost maybe want to root for Ugas in the sense that, you know, he hasn't said anything about not fighting you, and Spence has?
You see how quick he said that? He said, no, Keith Thurman's a dog. Y'all better be careful, man. If Errol Spence ain't talking about a Keith Thurman fight, I don't know what the fuck going on.
Okay. That part, yes. But the other part is, look, man, he can constantly say what he wants on an opinion. Let's let Al write up the contract. Let him see what's really on the table. Is he really going to stay away from Thurman? Is he really going to avoid me that much? Does he got that much hatred? Look, at the end of the day, Ugas, Spence, great fight. Ugas, Thurman, better fight. Spence, Thurman, better fight.
Say what y'all want. I know y'all say, oh, Thurman lost to Pacquiao. Ugas beat Pacquiao. Thurman will beat Ugas. It'd actually be a pretty goddamn easy fight. Ugas may get a couple shots on him, but Ugas is too damn stagnant for him to do anything against Thurman. Thurman will be boxing circles around him as respect to Ugas, but styles make matchups, and the stylistic approach that Keith Thurman brings will not work against Ugas. It will not be in favor of Ugas.
Thurman Crawford, better fight. Thurman versus your mama, great fight. Okay.
Thurman what Crawford too, nigga, calling out everybody, nigga.
The day, yeah, every fight. It's Thurman versus the world, baby. It's just me versus everybody. I don't know what you guys don't understand about that. It's Thurman versus everybody. This is what I'm here for. This is my life. This is my dream come true, to be a prize fighter. I love this. Win, lose, and draw. I still have fans. I still have a legacy.
All day.
I don't lose from this point on.
Hell no,
I
you don't,
lose.
brother.
There's nothing to lose.
So
it's just a continuation of the legacy that I've already built for myself.
It's a motherfucker fact. And y'all see me being a fanboy. It's rare y'all
Win,
see me
lose,
being a fanboy like this. But I'm a fanboy like a mother when it comes to Thurman. I love you, bro. I love the shit you saying. It's so good to finally hear you in this. You don't know how frustrating it was for a Thurman fan for the last like 3 or 4 years. This is all we wanted to hear. And, you know, but I understand it because you want to make sure you're healthy. You're healthy now. You feel confident. So you want to just take on the world. I'm here for it. I'm in your corner. Let me know what you guys think about this video. If you guys disagree with me, drop it in the comments. Talk your shit, etc., etc. But I'm out. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Join the family, too.